If you notice that your fenders are touching on your priority bicycle, here's some tricks that you can do to fix that. As we can see here on this fender, the fender isn't straight, and it's also rubbing back here on the strut. Our first step is to bring the fender as far up as we can. We're going to use a 5mm Allen key and a 10mm box wrench. I'm going to loosen this first. Bring the fender up. This is definitely more helpful if you have another person with you. They can hold the fender up as you tighten. Or as you can see here, I'm just using my finger to prop it up. Okay, and you're just going to get that nice and snug. Using a 4mm Allen key, you're going to loosen this bolt right here on both sides. So there's one here and on the left side of the bike. I'm going to loosen that a little bit. And we're going to pull the fender outward. So making sure that the strut goes out. And then we're going to pull it this way. And then we're going to tighten it down. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. We're also going to want to make sure that our struts are bolted down properly. So if you look on this side, it's a little bit longer than it is on this side. What we're going to want to do is even them out using a 10mm box wrench. Okay? So what we're going to do is loosen the strut here. And then we're just going to eyeball and make sure that's pretty even over here, which it is now. And I'm going to tighten this down. I'm also going to make sure that the other side is locked down as well. When we're done adjusting these struts, what we should see is an even amount of spacing between the fender and the tire. As we can see here, the fender is a little bit offset. It's favoring the right side more than the left side. What we're going to do here is use a adjustable wrench or some set of pliers like this, a channel locks. We're going to grab the back portion of the fender and we're going to turn that left or right until this is straight. What we're going to do here is adjust our wrench so that it fits over this metal bracket, like so. And from here, once I get a good grasp of it, I can turn it either left or right, depending on how I need this to go. So try to do little small adjustments and then double check how it looks like in the front. So now it's favoring the other side. I'm just going to go back and turn a little bit more. Cool. Now it's pretty centered. The last thing we want to check is to see if the strut is touching the tire over here. We already made sure that these are evenly spaced and bolted in the same spot, but it's still rubbing. A little trick we can do for this is to bend the strut with our palm. If you come down here to the bend, we're going to put our palm up against this, and we can either push it in, or if we grab it, we can pull it out. So this side is touching, so I'm going to pull it out a little bit, like so. Just that much center the fender onto the wheel. But you may want to do a little bit of both on either side. You can use the same technique for your rear fender. Just know you have two struts now to adjust. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us. Our information's on the screen.